then we get another match that is... it's just rubbish, this one. This, you have this Hell in a Cell match, and it cannot live up to the one that we've seen before and that the crowd want to see topped.
Yeah.
You've got Undertaker, who's going through a weird transition here. A bit like...
almost a transition. He's got a cutout on his top.
Yeah.
Like a Spice Girl to accentuate his boobs.
Does.
He's got almost like a love heart kind of cleavage cutout on his shirt.
I think it's supposed to be a T.
Right.
Because Taker.
Right.
But it's just...
It just looks like a chance to peek at his busters.
Well? He's got a sort of funny beard, and he's like Anton LaVey, the sex magician, and he's got a sort of weird ponytail, and it looks like a bit of a homemade suit, and it's all a bit sort of like Games Workshop owner has got into sex latex and is experimenting and is open-minded and doesn't care about your judgment.
Yeah.
And it's all a bit gross, and he's fighting the boss man the boss man does a good job.
Yeah.
But the crowd are so beyond caring about this match because they're expecting it to get onto the roof so he can be thrown off.
It's all inside the cage. Bossman's nightstick twirl, one of the more underrated wrestling moves.
Isn't it? I watched that and I thought, wow.
That's cool.
Wow. He spins it 3 times just with one twitch of his fingers, and he's so confident
cool
about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be. I'd be like, whoa. and I'd visibly go,
end the show. Lift this cage up.
This bitch is done. There's actually a bit here where they were waiting for it's been edited off the network version.
Right.
And they were waiting for the cell to come down. And because it was going out live, Michael Cole was padding. And so he began doing a lot of, don't forget, you can ring the hotline, you can do this. He then says, along the lines of, we have a post-show coming up on QVC. You can buy merchandise, you can see great highlights, and we'll have an interview with the new WWF champion. We're going to do a thing. And he gave away the result of the main event.
He did not.
He did. It's been edited off the network version, but there is a clip on YouTube.
On the Home Shopping Network, it's the show after the show. Post-game comments, we'll hear from the new WWF champion. You'll have a chance to buy some exclusive merchandise right after WrestleMania on the Home Shopping Network. I can't wait. This is scary looking, Michael.
Fantastic.
It's great. And the WWE, they do take out their mistakes.
Yeah.
And it's always exciting to find them. It's exciting. I think wrestling might be predetermined. This is more proof.
It's Mean Gene going, what the fuck?
Put that cigarette out.
Ric Flair, you have made world. Put that cigarette out.
Undertaker legitimately strong, just kind of throwing Big Boss BBM over his shoulder like it's a side of beef. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And Bossman is great at selling. I love the Bossman selling. And Paul Bear has never been fatter. He really is. It's exciting to see him. Load bearer. But it's sad to see a Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania with 2 legitimate stars.
Yeah.
And they're both bleeding, and the crowd could not care less.
Yeah.
And they're booing.
Oh, and it takes, and then the
Brood come down.
The Brood.
Yeah.
What, are they friends with Undertaker or something?
Yeah, so they're
buddies?
part of his dark cabal now. He's a sex magician. I don't, and they are what, vampires?
Yeah, but they come down and they spend ages and what I'm thinking, something amazing is going to happen.
Yeah,
but all they're doing is poking a noose through a fucking hole. That's all they're doing.
The best thing about it is you can see Gangrel stamping on the roof while Christian or Edge is actually just trying to lift the bit he's stamping. So they are literally, they can't work out why it's not moving. It's because one of them's stamping down, the other one's pulling up.
Have you not?
They're cancelling each other out.
Absolutely dreadful.
They put that thing through. They then reattach their harnesses again within a month's time after Over the Edge pay-per-view. We are not going to see any more of this needless fucking stupid harness work. They fly up. There's a line where Michael Cole just sort of says, "The Brood going back from whence they came," and Edge is not going anywhere. He's just hanging in the air. He's still like a fucking lump.
2 of them are still in the air. One of them's goes up and he goes, it's just hello everyone.
They put the noose down and the Hell in the Cell goes up and the boss man is attached on the noose. Michael Cole again says, "King, could this be symbolic?" No, it's not symbolic. He's hanged him, right?
Well, I would pay to see a man with a Confederate flag tattoo lynched.
Yes.
So in that way, it kind of is.
Maybe
the South shall rise again.
Maybe the Undertaker is sending a message through this symbolic actual hanging of a man to all the men in the South who are Confederates. I mean, it's not a symbol. He's hanged him. He's hanged him.
King, the boss man's being hung from the cell! The boss man's being hung from the cell! King, could this be symbolic? Could this be symbolic?
Quite nice, he does. It's quite a evocative image, but then it cuts to the highlights of the Rage Party, a raging climax. Who knows what's happened to Big Boss Man? Where's he gone?
Yeah.
You just hung a man.
I would like to see how they got out of that. And I know because they edit them. I mean, and they cut that package.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's weird. What, did he keep on pretending? I suppose he did.
Does he go up?
Am I dead? Am I supposed to be dead? I don't know.
It's the main event, Mark.
What? The Rage Party.
The Rage Party. It cannot be gone unsaid that the Rage Party is the most exciting thing I've seen in a long time when we're doing these WrestleManias.
A pre-WrestleMania party taking place at the Philadelphia Convention Center.
Right.
The key places in wrestling history for me: Madison Square Garden, Arena Mexico, the Tokyo Dome, and now the Philadelphia Convention Center, home of the WrestleMania Rage Party. Sable does a sexy dance. Big Punisher comes out. Pat Patterson and Joe Briscoe, they try and sneak in as a pantomime horse.
Yes.
The Cherry Poppin' Daddies.
The Cherry Poppin' Daddies.
They sing their song, Who's Your Daddy? Yes, I am.
Zoot Suits Riot. That was one of their big songs, apparently.
Really? So here we are. They've experienced many membership changes over the years. It doesn't have any mention of their appearance at the Rage Party.
It's almost as if it wasn't the biggest thing in their career.
Yeah.
They're very... Oh, shite, innit? It's just like, who's the band who played the fucking, in the famous scene in The Mask? It was them.
Yeah.
Probably them.
Yeah.
But I quite like the ska punk bands, but I never liked the kind of
the
like...
Zoot Suitsy, retro, irony.
Yeah.
Ooh. I bet they had some tattooed followers, didn't they? Dressed as 1950s housewives.
Oh, good God.
Stone Cold and The Rock have dignity. They just come and do the thing that they're supposed to do, which is they give a promo.
Yeah.
There's no sense of like dancing around on stage or just being, shamefully embarrassing. It is weird to think that you might not have ever been to wrestling. You might have been a huge fan of the Bone What's It Daddies, the Cherry Poppin' Daddies, and you went to the Rage Party and you saw and have no idea Undertaker, Stone Cold, The Rock.
Just on stage, like drinking beers.
Yeah, man, it was, the Cherry Poppin' Daddies only got to do one song. And you sat here and there's all these dudes.
They just did their most famous hit, and I was expecting them to do
They were swinging.
some songs.
Look, yes, I was taking a lot of heroin at the time, but I really like them for who they are.
A man spilt what he called brewski on my Zoot Suit.
WrestleMania Rage Party, what a time we're going to have Isaac Haynes.
Oh, what a time we're having! Doc, what up? You're out right now. We're gonna do this Shane O'Mac style. Oh yeah, Shane O'Mac's taking over the house. We got the Mean Street Posse. And by the way, I heard the Bodacious Deborah is down on the floor. I'm gonna go check that out. I'm checking it out. Adios. Yeah, boy.
If I did what you wanted me to do, look at me. I got a wife and 2 kids. What are my kids going to say? What am I going to tell my kids? I just can't believe I listened to you again, Pat.
Oh! Loosen up. Hey, you don't have one of these. Loosen up, for Christ. Loosen up. It's a party. Loosen up. Here, come here.
WWF champion The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes.
They bring in Jim Ross to commentate the main event. Michael Cole, he really sort of bad-temperedly fucks off. You can see him striding off at the end. And I think it must be a slightly annoying where you go, we've got rid of Jim Ross because obviously, his Bell's palsy, he doesn't play well on television and we're evil. And then they've said to Michael, so you'll be doing WrestleMania. And you go, fucking brilliant, great. And then you go, but we're bringing you back for the main event. I mean, you really sort of would feel, bollocks.
Yeah.
That was a, poison chalice. Jim Ross comes in wearing a waistcoat very much from the colourful 1993 era.
Yes, he's raided his closet for that one, hasn't he?
It's the only colour in the entire building. And we get Stone Cold and The Rock. I mean, both of them are really, they are leagues ahead of everybody else.
Yeah.
Even on a bill where you've got, your Mankind's and your Undertakers who are a step behind them, they are just leagues ahead of everybody else.
Well, it's the pace and the intensity, isn't it? And like Stone Cold in particular, that's his greatest asset, isn't it? Just
really
the
is.
relentless punch.
Yeah.
Like, stand-up punch work is so boring if just done normal pace, but he really puts it all into it.
He sinks it in, it looks great. The Rock is also great because The Rock is the master of just getting heat. He just there is something about him when he was a bad guy, how the crowds reacted to him and how he knew how to play the crowd. He's good in the ring as well. I mean, he's both violent, aggressive, and also a coward. And it's just a really good balancing act that he does with that. What's really good about Austin and The Rock is when they did fight, and I wouldn't say say it was so much in the case here because we're at WrestleMania, we're building up to this all year. But when they fought, you didn't know who was going to win.
Yeah.
Because it could be either of them. It wasn't a case of you could see Austin was the bigger star. They were very, very on the level.
Yeah.
And I think that always made them fresh and exciting. I think in reality, of course, when you're The Rock, you are hoping one day you are going to eclipse Stone Cold Steve Austin. So there's a sort of little bit of reality behind it about them outperforming and who wants to work. And you can really see that here.
Yeah.
Proper good. They go out in the crowd. It's really exciting.
Stone Cold takes a Nadja stomp.
Yes.
Takes a stomp to the Nadjas.
They go out one side, they pull them back in, they go out the other. The crowd can't believe it. It's thrilling. The pop for the Stone Cold Stunner is just, that's what people want to see.
Yeah.
And when that comes, they know it's over and it's exciting and they can go home happy. And they do. And there's just one lovely bit how it ends, which is that someone waits until Stone Cold Steve Austin wins and the pop for the Stunner goes off and it's incredible. And then he finally holds up his sign, which just says, I have to poop.
Oh, we didn't talk about Shawn Michaels coming back as a Jesus man
in the main event.
Yeah. What was that about?
Well,
why is he a Jesus man now? He's still a sexy boy.
He's not a Jesus man yet, is he?
Well, he's got like a cross on it. He's got like a nice suit and a cross, but he's still doing the normal Shawn Michaels stuff.
I think he's a commissioner, so he's legitimately damaged his back.
Oh, right.
He's retired from the ring.
Okay.
Nobody is entirely sure whether he's actually injured.
Yeah,
they're all a little bit
he's done
like,
that before.
Yeah,
hasn't he?
is he
Right,
angling and stuff? And he does become a born again Christian.
Right.
But
maybe I've conflated that in my mind.
He becomes a legitimate, proper born again Christian by all accounts, and then he
the Beatitude era,
and he has a Hall of Fame career, and carries on to be the delightful man that we know today. Well done, Sean.
Well done, Sean.
They made a member of me. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We're the Cherry Papa Daddies. Thanks for having us. WWF Rage Party tomorrow night. Are you ready?